All right, this is how a Scorpio handles a breakup. If a Scorpio person broke up with you, ask yourself two questions. One, did they do it in the heat of a moment? If they did it in the heat of a moment, there's a small chance that it's not permanent. There's a small chance they'll change your mind if you want them to. Remember, Scorpios act extremely tough. They have a very tough, mysterious exterior. Inside though, they're very sensitive and very vulnerable. So if they did it in the heat of the moment and there was something that triggered them and made that Scorpion want to run under a rock, it could be something that they regret. Like they could have done this for very self-protective reasons. However, Scorpios have a very strong sense of pride. They have a very strong sense of finality. They're very all or nothing. They might just say like, F it, I did it, it's over now, we're moving on, and they're never turning back. Now, if the Scorpio did not do this in the heat of the moment, this is something that they thought about, they planned, it was like a first degree breakup where they thought about it, there's no chance that they're gonna change their mind, they're done. Maybe. They thought about it. Again, there's a lot of finality with a Scorpio. They very much want to merge with you and make you the one person, or they're completely done. So if they thought about it and decided that they're done, they're done. Sorry. If a Scorpio broke up with you, what are they thinking immediately after the breakup? Let's put aside the heat of the moment stuff. We're gonna consider that an extra category. If they thought about it first, they're 100% going to be thinking about you for a long time, but they're not gonna really do anything about it. For all intents and purposes, right, you were a data file on their computer, they put it in their recycling box and they erased the recycling. Like it's gone. Not the memory of you, but the idea that there's going to be a future. Scorpions are known to be highly poisonous animals. When they poison, they fight and defend with their claws first. They would prefer probably to retreat under a rock, but when they use their tail to sting and deliver that fatal poison, the breakup, it's done. It's serious, it's probably over. They'll think about you hard for the first month, they'll think about you a little bit for the second month, but again, it's done. If you broke up with a Scorpio, you just triggered a transformational moment in that Scorpio's life, especially if they cared about you even a little bit, or they felt rejected, or it was a one-sided breakup. Scorpios have an amazing ability to turn emotional pain into jet fuel and an accelerant for personal growth. So wherever that Scorpio wants to direct that energy, they are going to do it. Whether that's going to the gym, whether it's doing a new hobby, a new creative outlet, finding a new career. They basically, the person that they were, essentially now dies and they become a new person. Now, for the first week or two, they might just be like in a catatonic state. They might be self-medicating, they might be on the couch, whatever. That there could be a period, it depends on the individual how long that's gonna last. After that point though, again, the finality of a Scorpio completely cuts off the idea that there's going to be a future, and they start a completely new timeline, a completely new version of themselves, a completely new scenario that has nothing to do with you. Once a Scorpio is far into that stage, if you change your mind, there's very little hope that they're gonna take you back. Scorpios are so naturally distrustful, they're so on edge of rejection. Even if you get back together, it's never gonna work because the idea of you two together is poisoned. It's possible, but it's gonna take so much work and rebuilding of trust. And it's like building an entire skyscraper like Jenga, but on like one teeny little block. Like it's just very hard. And they're probably not even gonna give it a try. If you try reaching out to them, if you try communicating with them, they will not respond. For all intents and purposes, you no longer exist. They're gone, they've gone to a different dimension. End of story. This is especially true for a Scorpio moon. Scorpio moons feel everything insanely intensely, probably the most Scorpionic of all placements. Once they go through that painful stage and once they start rebuilding, it's over. So you better have made the right decision, I guess. If you're enjoying content like this, please help support me making more videos. Buy me a coffee. You can access it in my link tree in my bio. And let's keep these videos coming.